My Final Story by Daniel Kratka. In my high school days, it all started off with a dream to attend Florida State University. In high school, my teacher once said, "You know, Kratka, you always do minimal work for maximum credit." Realizing that, I thought it was true and how it won't always work out forever. Come junior year, I applied to 3 colleges, FSU, UCF, and UF. I got accepted to FSU and UCF and was all set to move to Florida State University. But come move-in day, I got a call saying I no longer met the requirements and can no longer attend. All I thought to myself was, what now? Is it too late for It is too late for my UCF admission, and was wondering if they would have done the same thing because I failed AP Statistics senior year. After that, I decided I had to get out of Boca Raton and off to college, so I started the next available term at Valencia. Soon graduating with my associate's degree and transferring to UCF for my bachelor's degree, I looked back at all my papers and thought about each one of my classes and which of them were a complete waste of time and which were useful. As much as I hated irrelevant work, I remembered how much I looked forward to attending Mr. Williams' SLS class every Tuesday and Thursday morning. I didn't have much of a tight schedule at all aside from waking up at 10 a.m. for early classes, but I would always wake up and be excited to go to class because of how much the teacher low-key made me laugh. The class was helpful. It taught me not to be shy, and if I needed help with anything, that there are resources available. It also helped me decide what I truly want to do in life and what are my steps to achieving my goals. While focusing on school, all classes require a certain amount of work and focus, and some can need more than others, but you still need to balance it out. While taking this class, I created my pathway to success and started mapping out my degree and plan of action. College flew by. Once my end high school days and early college days were over, I realized how fast it went by. Throughout my early college days, there was even a global pandemic which made the world come to a realization. In my career, I decided what I really wanted to do in SLS. We took many tests and it helped us think about what we enjoyed doing and what we are good at doing. It also led me to discover what my strengths are as well as my interests. This course made me decide one thing. They called it a personal plan statement, and I think about it all the time. Mine was, I will start eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner to better my body and brain function properly, which all came down to me being more active and functioning in the world, and it helped me be determined to achieve my goal of owning a business. My strengths that I was always good at were problem solving, creative thinking, completing a set task, mathematics, and a solution that requires measurements or improvement. I enjoyed things I was interested in were projects that included technical items or resources in order to complete, or if I was able to set a problem up as the proposition of a riddle so I wouldn't give up. At Valencia, I pursued a degree in business finance and obtained a minor in business management as well. I transferred to UCF and achieved my goals in owning my own business and having investments in the market. I always wanted to be able to invest and comfortably make money, as well as working mainly to make money. Both colleges had many useful resources in which helped me learn how to do things out in the real world. Obtaining my career. College was expensive. After all, a year's worth of it was around $25,000 to $40,000, not including scholarships and grants, while also depending on the courses that you take and where you are living. Many students would not be able to get a degree if it weren't for student loans, but even taking out minimal loans possible, it still was very expensive. As a fresh graduate, I knew this was where I would walk into the real world. I knew I had bills, I needed a job in which I can learn many tricks of the trade and meet connections while I'm doing it, but first and foremost, I needed a stable, sustained job. I worked for an insurance company all throughout college as a guide. I looked into the steps of becoming an agent and how much they would make and what are the requirements, and soon became a licensed agent in the state of Florida, California, and New York. But that was only a side job until I soon became assistant manager at Divine Distribution, which was a family company. I'd worked there before, but now I was learning how to run and operate a business while learning how to properly handle the books and employees. We had salesmen always on the phone, while we had warehousemen always working on the orders, from picking them up off the shelves to putting them in the cart, all packaged up for UPS to come and ship them away. Career interview. Most importantly, I have learned two things that I believe are most and foremost important. One, protecting your company's assets should be your first priority, and two, you have to know business, not just the business you're in. These two facts help me learn the ins and outs of the business world and to protect your company assets, because that is what is most important. Thank you, and this is my final story.